Now I feel like I'm too close to the camera.
It looks more normal. Well, yeah. A second ago, you were so far away.
I just moved like an inch closer. I don't know.
What? I feel like I'm crazy. Taking crazy pills. Hello.
Hi. We're back. Well, Max is playing board games at Chris's house. Whoa.
Why is that worth noting? Okay, well, anyway. This is good.
I'm in darkness.
Yeah. It's a little dark.
I was born in it.
Yeah.
Molded.
Well, I think
by
part
it.
is like that. We're not really like getting like a reflection of light because it's a glass.
Oh, true.
You got a big window here. You can see how.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out the lighting situation, but
Actually, it's probably just gonna be. This is the same as before. 2 ring lights.
we're
and
not going to have a
lamp.
light over here, though, like we usually do. Remember Sable's desk was over here? We'd always turn on that light, too.
No, I stopped doing that. Forever.
Because we got 2 of these. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's something.
It just looks like you're
different.
in the dark.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny though.
It looks like we're not even in the same room.
Oh hey, I thought I left this out there.
Oh, neat.
Can you pass me that coaster?
Yes.
Where's my phone? Where's my charger?
All right. Well, Blake understood my reference. It doesn't matter how fast the parts take to get there.
Yes, it does. Because they brought attention to it.
It's a non-issue.
If they had not brought attention to it, then it wouldn't have been an issue. But they specifically said, "Hey, the thing you're not thinking about, which is how far it is from Tennessee to Miami, we're going to tell you very specifically, explicitly, exactly how far away it is." That movie upsets me.
It doesn't upset me one bit. And it's a Christmas movie. So it's topical. And it's a New Year's movie.
What?
Because it starts at New Year's.
Oh my God.
New Year's Eve, 1999.
Shut up.
Bern, Switzerland.
That doesn't make it a Christmas movie.
Y2K.
Just because it takes place during Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie.
Tony Stark gets the spirit of Christmas.
That's not what happens. Like, at all.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
He's a better man because of it.
Common, know me better, man. That's all I could think of when he said that. Anyway.
He becomes a father figure to a little kid. He's also kind of mean to him.
Yeah.
But like in like a playful way.
And I guess they still, they keep up, right? Because he went to his funeral. They must
Yeah.
have kept up a little bit.
Yeah. He's a good guy now. Well, he's dead now, but you know.
All right. Where did we leave off?
I don't know. I remember I said it was a good stopping point, but I don't remember where we stopped.
Bro, that's a big problem.
Well, let's scroll. I'll find it.
We talked about this.
We talked about that, yeah. We talked about the package blowing up already. So we're at least there.
We did?
Yeah.
I don't remember any of this. I can check. I can play it back. You want to do that?
Maybe. I think we might have stopped when the package blew up.
Fucking kill you, dude. His only solution is to punch his way out of everything.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then the cops show up, led by the same officer we see throughout the movie. But Howard and Myron are able to escape when Myron uses another package as a bomb. Yep.
Grabbing random packages.
Yeah.
Like, this is a lot.
But this time, as they're escaping, the package explodes, revealing that it really was.
Yeah, that's it. That's all that happened. But like, yeah, in reality, that's horrible. But I like that Sinbad is like, wait, that was actually a bomb.
The sick world we live in. Or are you already there?
Yeah. All right, all right, guys.
All right.
That was exactly where we stopped. See, I'm good. I'm still sharp.
All right. So you are down here.
Mm-hmm. We're defeated is where we start. Yeah. We're like entering third act.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to just get going?
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do.
There's no warm up.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right.
All right, go ahead. Oh,
There's no script.
All right, I'm coming. Hey, Arculus.
What up? All right. So we're going to just start where we left off yesterday. Should I do like a...
No.
Oh, this is a new recording.
Yep.
Okay.
Even if it was the old one. You don't have to do any of that.
Gotcha. All right. Defeated, Howard returns home to see Ted in his house putting the star on top of his tree. This sends Howard into a rage, and he decides to head over to Ted's house to steal the Turbo Man doll under his tree. There's a lot of his in there, but I hope you guys got that.
Yeah. What a symbol of infidelity, right?
But Howard doesn't see that Liz does stop Ted.
Yeah.
Like, right after Howard leaves, of course. But he's like, he's putting the star on my tree.
Yeah.
Because that's Howard's job.
That's his star on his wife's tree.
Yeah. And Ted is trying to hit that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Howard ends up having a change of heart, though, as he's about to leave Ted's house with the doll, because he comes to the realization that he is stealing this from a child. But he inadvertently starts a fire when the reindeer attacks him.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
And he tries to put it out, and he does, but he kicks whose head was it that he kicked out the window? One of the
Balthazar.
Yes.
I only know that because Ted is like, Balthazar.
So you see Balthazar's flaming head fly out the window, which is hilarious, but also kind of like blasphemous, I guess.
That's the only one of the three wise men who I know, because he has the funniest name.
Balthazar?
Balthazar, yeah. But I remember thinking, I was like, oh, he knows the names. That's funny.
Yeah, Ted knows them. Like, all right. Everybody heads over to see the commotion, and they deduce that Howard was stealing the doll from Ted because Howard was still holding the doll for some reason. Liz is disgusted by what she sees and heads to the parade with Jamie and Ted.
Ted, can you give me a ride?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, sure thing. And I believe after this, Howard shares a beer with the reindeer.
Oh, yeah.
He like pours some for...
There's so many things in this movie that I think we were... You know how people say like, oh, you can't make that anymore.
I think you actually couldn't. No.
I think that can't... I used to say like, that's not true. And people were just like, you know, being soft. But I think you could still make anything today. But I think what people think is funny has changed.
I think if this came out today, it would be considered pretty problematic in a lot of ways.
I don't think so. I think it would just sink like a stone. Like,
well, I think it sunk like a stone when it came out. Critics didn't really like this movie.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, people don't like this movie assumes that we would think that punching a reindeer would be funny. And I think today people would not think that's funny at all.
People would be like, why are you attacking an
Again,
animal?
It's not an offensive thing. It's not like, oh, they're
horror movies don't even really kill off animals anymore.
That's what I'm saying. I think just like people have developed more empathy for animals
more
they
so
used.
than for humans.
Yeah, than they did like back in the day or whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
like, so for him to just like want to, and I said this earlier, he just wants to punch his way out of everything. He just wants to punch
Right.
literally every character that gets in his way.
The thing is, I do think it's kind of funny in here because of the way it's just portrayed. It's so ridiculous and like it's not him beating up an animal.
Well,
It's
yeah, no, but
the reindeer's attacking him and he's fighting back.
and then he's fine.
Yeah.
And then he gives him beer, which I also, again, don't think people would think it's funny today. Like,
I thought that was hilarious
God.
because he's depressed. He's drinking his beer. He's like, "You want some?" It is stupid though.
Arculus, thank you for the sub.
Yes,
On
thank you.
Twitch,
Just
anime. Is that his request?
No, he just says that.
Okay. He says punching a horse's
Oh, just like the
reindeer
horse
is,
punching Blazing Saddles. Have you seen Blazing Saddles?
I started it and I didn't finish it.
It's funny. It's very dated, but I
Yeah.
still do think it's pretty funny. It's Mel Brooks.
Yeah, I know it.
I like that movie. Gene Wilder's great. Rest in peace. So Howard then decides to go to the parade so that he can keep his promise to Jamie that he'd be there.
Oh, sorry. I did see Young Frankenstein this year, though.
Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That movie's funny.
It is
Was
funny.
it your first time seeing it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was funny.
Did you like Igor?
Yeah. I just remember thinking like this is, it plays like a like a Monty Python sketch, like an extended sketch where it's just like, yeah, it's funny, but like, what are we doing here? It's just
Well,
it's
there's not like a point to it, but
no,
it
it's
is
just
funny.
It's just a lot of gags and
Yeah.
a lot of jokes.
They just want to make you laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Young Frankenstein.
it was good.
I need to find that on like Blu-ray because I think I have it on DVD.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. Maybe there's a steelbook. Howard decides to head to the parade so that he can keep his promise to Jamie that he'd be there. On the way there, he sees Liz and Ted in the car, while Ted is trying to seduce Liz. As Howard approaches, however, he accidentally knocks over the same cop throughout the movie, spilling hot coffee all over him.
Oh yeah.
So now Howard has to run.
Yeah. Ted's very presumptuous in this scene, by the way,
Yes. Oh my god.
because I guess he's sleeping with everybody else, so might as well.
Yeah, it's like, why wouldn't his
Yeah.
charm work on Liz? He's like, here, have some non-alcoholic eggnog. Liz rejects Ted's advances and hits him with a thermos full of eggnog and leaves the car to find Jamie. She hits him pretty hard, too. She hits him hard enough to where, like, the thermos, like, explodes.
They don't do that. It's like not screwed on tight.
It might not have been
Yeah.
screwed on tight. But, yeah, he's got eggnog all over him. He's going to
Nice.
smell like barf later.
Yeah.
And good for Liz for standing up for herself.
I mean, sure, she's still married.
Yeah, she might be mad at Howard,
fuck,
but she's
oh,
not
fuck.
leaving him. Oh, God. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling to right there.
Yeah, right here, right?
Yep.
Hold on, I'm looking for my
Son of a
notes.
bitch.
I know.
Oh, yeah, you have notes, too. Oh, no.
All my private things.
Jingle all the way. There you go. Where'd it go?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Do you want to allow HomeDepot.com to access your location?
No.
How are you going to know if your local Home Depot has the item you're looking for?
I'm gonna have him deliver. I don't want to go get anything.
All right.
Okay, continue.
While Howard runs from the cop, he stumbles into a prep room where he's mistaken for a performer. He's then quickly suited up and prepped while a man shouts instructions at him. Turns out Howard accidentally became Turbo Man for the parade and is now on the float in character. He's given the opportunity to give a Turbo Man doll to a lucky winner, and he chooses Jamie. So
Okay, just to be fair, there's a really good like first person sequence.
it's
here.
it's very much like one of those like pre-ride shows at Universal Studios. Like I feel like I'm about to like get in a ride.
Yeah.
And the guy's just like shouting like instructions and about how like the previous person in the suit had a terrible accident.
Yeah, but he's fine.
He's showing brain activity. That's a really good sign. It's insane. And this is where the movie like I think jumps the shark, but like in a fun way.
No, this is where it gets good. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not like good, but like it gets interesting for sure.
It becomes a superhero movie.
It's enjoyable at this point. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because he chose Jamie, which is, I mean, all right. So what's the
How convenient though that he's handed like the Turbo Man.
Yeah, but also it's like,
doll.
was that the right thing to do? It's like morally.
I mean, at this point,
It's like, hey, you know, you got to choose a
Yeah.
lucky winner to win the Turbo Man doll. He's like, I'm gonna pick my son.
yeah, but he also deserved it. He's a good kid.
He's a good kid.
Every other character in this movie sucks.
Yeah,
And like he's the only good character. He's the only kid that like, or really the only character that like has like a backbone, you know, has ethics. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Every other character sucks. You know, Ted's a womanizer. You know, fucking Howard is a bad dad. Sinbad's a bad dad. The mom's
and a criminal.
The mom's like, you know, I guess the mom's all right.
The mom's okay. She's pretty, like, she's like the straight man of the
Yeah.
movie. But I mean, yeah, but like, yeah, Jamie deserves it. But was it ethical for? It probably wasn't ethical for him to pick a son, but also who cares?
That's the least thing that I'm mad at, I guess, at this point. You know?
But all those other kids that really wanted the doll, man. Fuck them, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. During the parade, Myron shows up dressed as Turbo Man's enemy, Dementor.
How do you do this?
He found the guy that was supposed to be Dementor, and he was like on a
but
rooftop
how would-
smoking, and he
right.
grabbed him and he took his outfit.
But how would he know?
Oh,
know what I
I don't.
mean?
It was very convenient how that worked out.
How would he know that Howard just
Was
went
going to
through
run from the cops and get.
into the situation and become Turbo Man?
Maybe he was planning on doing this anyway, and Howard just happened to be Turbo Man.
Go. So it wasn't really out of revenge.
It's just how it worked out. Because I could see
Oh.
Myron's crazy ass. I could see him doing this just to steal the Turbo Man doll from the float.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
I mean,
yeah.
Turtle Man.
Okay.
Myron and Howard fight, but everybody thinks it's part of the script. So it's like they're just beating the shit out of each other on this float, and everyone's like, "Yeah, get him, Turbo Man!"
Oh, and then the Power Rangers come out and they're like, "Follow the script."
Don't you know the choreography?
Yeah.
And they're just beating him up. Myron then chases after Jamie to get the doll, and they end up on top of a building because Jamie decided to just climb up a ladder.
Classic damsel in distress. Like they're gonna actually go out of their way to put themselves in danger.
Because Jamie climbs up the ladder, he goes to the top of the building. Then at the top of a building, to get away, he climbs this like Christmas tree decoration that's on top of the building. Like, where were you gonna go, dude?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, he climbs the Christmas tree decoration, and then it falls over.
Naturally.
Yeah, when Myron climbs up on it too. I guess it's just too much weight on that little decoration. So it falls over, and they're both in danger. And then Howard uses the fully functional jetpack that's built into the suit to save Jamie and defeat Myron.
Well, that's after the TV parade announcer lady was like, "Use your jetpack, don't you know?"
Come on, Turbo Man, use your jetpack. And he's like, my jetpack.
No wonder the other guy's dead. This is very dangerous.
And like when he uses the jetpack, there's a very long, very 90s like slapstick scene where he's like flying around the city out of control.
He flies into space for a second.
He flies into like the stratosphere and falls back down, gets caught in like a flag and spins around.
Yeah.
It's insane.
There are parts where you can make out the miniatures as like they're crashing on each other.
But you know what? The effects for like this movie was 1996.
96. They're okay. Even for
they're not bad even for then.
Yeah.
It's no Jurassic Park, but you know,
right.
But nothing is. Where were we? Myron goes after Jamie to get the Christmas tree falls over. Howard uses the fully functional jetpack built into the suit. All right, to save Jamie and defeat Myron. As the cops arrest Myron, Jamie gives him the Turbo Man doll so that his son can have a gift, claiming that his dad is already the real Turbo Man.
Well, so
we have Turbo Man at home.
Yeah. Well, this is where he. Did you skip the part where he reveals?
Oh
his
yeah, he
identity?
reveals himself. But
so like, I mean, you have to see a picture of this. But like, Arnold Schwarzenegger's wearing like a helmet and visor.
Yeah,
his face is not at all covered up,
and his voice modulator does like nothing.
It does very little.
It just makes it sound like he's kind of gargling water when he talks.
Yeah, He still has a very strong Austrian accent come through, and for some reason, like his wife and his son cannot recognize him.
Yeah,
until
because Jamie's like, man, I really wish my dad was here. And he's like, well, let me take off this visor.
Yeah,
Dad. And then his wife is like, Howard. She really likes that suit.
It just reminds me of the one part of Green Lantern that I liked was when oh fuck, what's her name? Ryan Reynolds' wife.
Blake Lively.
When Blake Lively goes,
I don't know her character's name.
I've seen you naked. Why wouldn't I recognize you just because I can't see your cheekbones?
It's a good point.
Because he has a tiny little.
It
domino
literally
mask,
just like it covers his eyes, and like maybe the top of his nose.
Yeah, and she's like, I know who you are, dude. And it was like the first time in any comic book movie someone's ever called that out.
Yeah, it's like, hey, your disguise, it's not much of a disguise.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this movie, like you clearly see Arnold's face and nobody recognizes him until he just goes,
Yeah, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger does not blend in a crowd. Like, he's very unique looking.
yeah, this isn't like a Clark Kent Superman
Yeah.
thing. This is like, y'all are just dumb. Or they have face blindness.
Is your phone doing something?
Yeah.
I just hear a lot of vibrating.
Yeah, we're good. But, all right. Jamie gives the Turbo Man doll to Myron so that his son can have a gift, claiming that his dad is already Turbo Man. And then right afterwards, the same cop we see throughout this entire movie, I don't know his name. He's just the cop.
Does he have a name?
I'm sure he does. I know Sinbad makes a little joke and calls him like Barnaby Jones. Is that the guy that played Barnaby Jones?
I don't know. I don't know any of these. These
That
are like some of these actors are like old actors. I don't know.
Yeah, like even at the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, the same cop we see throughout the movie comes over to thank Turbo Man, only for Howard to turn around and surprise the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But Howard,
He also didn't recognize him.
yeah. But Howard does apologize for everything that he did to him throughout the movie. So he apologizes for the motorcycle, for the coffee, and for the bomb.
And speeding.
I don't think he apologizes for speeding.
You got to take it for that, didn't he? We got to take it for all these things.
Yeah, yeah. License and registration, please.
But I guess he saved the city, so it's all
He
good.
did. And everyone's
Yeah.
happy. And then we get our post-credit scene because the movie does end right here.
Well, hang on. You skipped the part where Ted and the mom. First of all, again, they're like in downtown Minneapolis,
Yeah.
right?
When he was making his advances on her.
Yeah,
in the
yeah. And he's
car,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, kids, go find a spot." And he lets out his like 10-year-old son and like 8-year-old friend, and they just run off into the downtown to like find a spot for the parade.
It was the 90s.
Still, fucking still, dude. Like that's insane.
That is a little insane, actually.
Anyway, I thought that was funny.
Yeah. No, it's wildly irresponsible parenting in this movie. In a post-credit scene, Liz wonders what Howard got her for Christmas since he went to such great lengths for Jamie. And then Howard does his little shocked face and looks at the camera.
Sequel?
I think there actually is a sequel, but it's got nothing to do with the movie.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it stars like Larry the Cable Guy. You remember him?
Oh yeah, he did like sequels for every movie.
And that's the movie. Oh, I did want to talk about a joke that I missed. It was, I think, when they were in the radio station, when Myron is threatening them with the bomb, and then he drops it, and they find out it's not a real bomb. It's just like a little like toy. And they look at him, and then he just goes. He says this thing where he's like, "Oh, I've been really stressed since like the zip plus whatever thing. What is it? Zip plus one?
I don't know.
It's like a deep cut into like the postal system."
Jingle All the Way to 2014. It was like
Zip plus 4. That's what
18
it's called.
years later, and Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, it's not. It's like a direct-to-video sequel, I believe.
It was produced by WWE.
Of course it was.
Straight to video, yeah.
Oh yeah, Myron says that he's been really stressed since the Zip plus 4 thing. And a Zip plus 4 code is uses the basic 5-digit code plus 4 additional digits to identify a geographic segment within the 5-digit delivery area.
Oh, yeah. That's the zip code. Yeah, Zip plus 4.
Zip plus 4, yeah.
Okay. So wait, what
It's
was
just
he
the-
stressed out about? Oh, because that was implemented then.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
I've been really stressed since the Zip Plus 4 thing.
I never understood how those worked because when you put,
I
in
don't
your-
understand how it works either.
Oh my god!
I'm not a postman.
Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, we're back. Sorry, my mom called and it's Christmas time, and she had just sent me a present, so like I couldn't dodge her call.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. All right, cool. All right, wait, a
Philly.
few things happened. Cosmic Fire, while we were gone, Cosmic Firefox subscribed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then Philly resubscribed also.
15 months.
He said, holy beans, 15 months. I can't stay, guys, but I love you and wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys had a great holiday, except Blake. I hope his holiday is only okay.
Yeah, at least he didn't say it was bad.
That's true, yeah. And good Christmas spirits.
Yeah.
You only sort of insulted him.
Only a little bit.
Only a little bit. Anyway, yeah, so we were playing around with our settings because while I was taking that phone call, I realized that maybe the recording wasn't working really well. It was picking up from a random microphone on one of our webcam mics.
Great.
And not our proper mic, so maybe it'll sound kind of bad in the
It might
edit.
sound tin canny for a little bit.
Yeah. So anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah.
So you were just saying that's the movie.
That's the movie.
Yeah. So it didn't. Yeah, and I was saying that there was a Larry the Cable Guy sequel, not the she's gotta
Produced by
get his-
WWE.
Yeah, not the he has to get his wife's present now.
Yeah.
I would like it. I was thinking about this while I was watching the post credit scene. If they actually made a sequel today and pretended like no time has passed.
What if you brought in Jake Lloyd again?
It's Jake Lloyd, and here's what happens. It's that very moment happens, and then it's like, I guess that was already Christmas Eve or whatever, and he spends Christmas Day during the morning getting into shenanigans, looking for something for his wife or something,
Uh-huh.
and he has to go to like, I don't know, Chinatown because like everything's closed.
Whoa.
And it's him and Jake Lloyd, but they're literally pretending like no time has passed. Jake Lloyd is 8 years old, even though he's played by a 30-year-old.
I think he's like 35.
And yeah, like I think we're about the same age actually, because I related to Anakin a lot. And Arnold, who's like pushing 70 or whatever,
Yeah.
is still playing Turbo Man.
He looks good
and-
for 70, but he's still 70.
They put him back in the costume because they call him. He gets a call back. Said you did so great last time. We need you back. You did so great last week. And they keep on referring to the fact that like no time has passed or whatever.
I have to get a present for Liz.
I would love that. I think that'd be hilarious.
I'd watch it. It wouldn't make any money, but I'd watch it.
Well, they would put it on streaming for one. For two, it would make headlines because that would be the joke. The joke would be, like it'd be in the trailer. Like like the cast is pretending like no time has passed. Anyway, I think it's a great idea, and I think people should listen to my ideas. All right, so what now, Berto?
Now is well, what do we usually talk about?
Analysis,
Yeah.
a little bit. Overall thoughts.
What are your overall thoughts of this movie?
I don't love it. I'll be honest, but you know what? I kept
Can
on.
you at least appreciate the insanity of it?
Yeah, I can appreciate a lot of it. I just keep going back to Christmas with the Cranks for probably a better reason than you're imagining. The first time I saw that movie, I'm like, this movie's not very good. It's got like classic hijinks in it. It's a little over the
Talking
top.
about Christmas with the Cranks?
Yeah, Christmas
That's
with
how
the
I felt
Cranks.
too. I hated it the first time I watched
And
it.
I'm like, yeah. And then the next Christmas, I already had like some nostalgia for it. And like I saw it for the first time as an adult. Like I saw it like that movie came out like 15 years ago or something.
Mhm.
It's pretty old at this point. But I saw it for the first time like 3-4 years ago. And now
Okay.
it's like it's the first movie I want to put on.
It's like it's
Christmas.
what you use to kick off the season.
That's the kickoff movie for me
Mhm.
now. And I think it's hilarious. And I don't know, there's something about when you watch something kind of weirdly edgy, or it's a kind of humor that like at first you're like, it's not that good, and then you watch it 5 more times, you're like, this is fucking hilarious.
It's like it's secretly genius.
Yeah. And the more you watch it, the more like you're in on the joke, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this movie is like that type of movie.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, maybe if I watched it again next year, I'd be like, I'd be giggling more. and I would appreciate Sinbad more. But
it's gotten to the point where when I watch the movie, I like belly laugh at some of the stuff.
Really? I don't think
It's
I don't know.
it's because it's so outrageous and stupid that it's just like I can't help it.
Again, it's got some parts, man, and it's funny in parts.
It's mostly the Sinbad stuff I love.
I don't think Sinbad is in it enough.
I wish he was in it more. Yep.
I think I remember this movie because I saw it I saw it when I was a kid. Like I saw this movie in theaters the year it came out.
Didn't really remember it.
Yeah, not really. But I remember certain parts. I remember the finale, and I remember the toy store scene in the beginning. And for whatever reason, I remember Sinbad being in it a lot more. It's like it's
well, he steals the show every time he shows up.
That's the thing. It's like, but he's only in like 4 scenes. And I think if they had really leaned into that more, Arnold has a lot of time, a lot of screen time in this movie where he's not playing off anybody.
Yeah, he's just like talking on the phone or like walking around looking upset.
Yeah. And I'm like, he doesn't work. This doesn't work. What really works in this movie is their dynamic. And the whole movie should have been that. And it was kind of marketed that way, and it was remembered that way, but it's not. I was surprised.
He isn't in the movie that much.
Yeah, watching it back, I'm surprised at like how it's not really that. It's mostly Arnold, getting into shenanigans, trying to get this doll, and then Sinbad showing up every now and then.
Another thing that it's just always makes me like going back to like I belly laugh at. It's when Sinbad's like running through the parade and there's like the guy dressed as like the Christmas gift and he just shoves him and he goes, "Get out of my way, box." And he just shoves him. That's then funny, he falls down. The camera like lingers on him laying there for a second.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. But I think that's why I think these two movies are kind of similar, Christmas with the Cranks and this, because it's just like, what's the absolute worst case scenario that this person could get in because of the choices that they've made?
And it's usually like something really mundane, like, oh, I need a toy, or oh, I'm just gonna take a vacation this year.
Yeah.
And it turns into like absolute shit show.
Yeah, the most chaotic things happen. Well, it's like when in Christmas with the Cranks when they go to get tans because they're getting, and then like she falls out.
She bumps her head. She's bleeding.
She's like half naked, and then her priest shows up and is checking her out. Like, yeah, that's that. They took it to an insane level.
It's Jamie Lee Curtis,
right? And then there's a scene where the cardstock dealer, is
he snitches on her.
Yeah, no, he's upset that she's not buying Christmas cards. Why would he?
And then he tells everybody, he's like, she's not buying any Christmas cards this year.
Yeah, never in a million years would anybody do this. In no normal circumstance would this happen. But again, that's what the humor is, and that's what this movie's kind of identical in that sense, in that humor. I just don't think it works as well. But it made me like 3 Christmases for now.
Another thing about both like this movie and Christmas with the Cranks is there's like almost like there's some cynicism there for both movies.
Oh yeah. No, and they really do have.
They're both about like cynical, like jaded people.
Here's the other thing, though. Those 2 movies have something to say about Christmas, and I think Christmas with the Cranks does it 10 times better than this.
Was Chris Columbus involved with Christmas with the Cranks also?
I don't think so. But that movie has, and I really do like that movie. I think it's pretty good, for as ridiculous as it is and slapsticky and kind of campy and whatever.
And there's a real Santa at the end.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of why, like, they lean into it.
Santa always has to work on Christmas,
but he's really Santa Claus though.
I really think you need an umbrella.
But that movie is about kind of how like Christmas is commercialized to the point where it's turned to dollars and cents.
Yes.
But really what really makes Christmas is priceless. That's the theme of the movie, and he learns his lesson by the end.
Yeah.
And he does a really kind, charitable thing, which is what Christmas is all about.
I think in this one Jake Lloyd learns the lesson.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Arnold doesn't. And the movie doesn't really like hit you in the head enough about the lesson. And I don't think And part of it was played off as
Myron
a joke.
kind of learns at the end.
Myron's whole thing, he has this whole communist manifesto.
He's
basically.
also paying alimony to someone that didn't even sleep with him. That's messed up.
You know, he's got this whole thing about how like the toy companies are a big cartel and how they get you and how, you know, they're dominating the Christmas holiday.
But
and
then
blah,
we
blah,
find out he
blah.
was right.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's no payoff to that. And I think there should have been more at the end. The movie just kind of like, you know, once the action ends and the movie ends, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, where's the thematic ending?
It ends pretty like quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no thematic ending at the end to kind of just tie it all together. And I think the movie would have been a little bit more memorable that way.
I can
don't
see
know.
that. Yeah.
That's
Because
kinda
as it
where
is,
I
like
am,
there is
yeah.
still a lesson learned. It's just it's not by the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think Arnold's, I mean, he's not a good actor. We all know.
Oh,
this.
we know that. Have you seen Batman and Robin?
No, he's great in that though.
Oh my
But
God,
like,
no, he's not.
he does exactly what he was supposed to do in that movie. He could not do a better job. No, in the beginning, he's given way too much to do in the beginning of the movie by himself,
He can't carry it.
and he can't. No. And at one point,
I
I'm
agree
like,
with that.
God, this guy's just like standing in one set, reading a bad line, then moving to another set, reading a bad line, and then so on and so
Put
forth
the cookie down.
for like 20 minutes. Well, no, that part was good.
No. No, but it's like I would agree. Like I would say like this is not like a good movie per se, but I do think it's a very enjoyable movie.
Sure, yeah.
And I think like
Yeah.
as a kid, I always wanted to watch this movie as a kid. I don't know if I'm the one that put it on or if my parents put it on, but like I did watch this a lot as a kid.
I remember liking it the first time I saw it, and then I never put it back on again.
Like, oh, that was
Wow.
neat.
Yeah. Again, I saw it in theaters, and
Okay.
you would have thought I would have bought the VHS the next year and put it on. No,
No, just didn't happen.
No.
All right. Well, moving on. Costumes. Because there are actually costumes.
Turbo
in this.
Man looks good.
Dementor is not bad either.
Yeah.
But can we talk about how, like, when Sinbad used the hand, his hand actually came off?
Well, yeah, no, these costumes are like actual superhero quality because Turbo Man can fly.
Turbo Man can fly. He has the boomerang. He has the discs.
Yeah.
And Dementor's hand comes off and comes back.
Right.
Like,
That was pretty cool. Who else can do that? Somebody can do that.
send their hand off?
Yeah, and
I
then it
don't know.
comes
I feel like
back.
some skeleton guy or something.
That's a thing in something. What am I thinking?
I don't know. That could be a number of things.
It's like you punch and it comes back, and you punch and he gets back.
A Megazord?
I don't know, man.
Voltron?
No.
Anyway, okay. But yeah, the costumes are pretty good. And they are superhero costumes.
Well, yeah, and I like that Arnold looks better. Like, his costume looks better than the guy in the TV show.
Yeah, it does. Or maybe he just looks better in it.
Maybe.
That might be it.
It's like, hey, you know, you want to make it clear that this is a movie? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's supposed to be a regular guy.
Right.
And this is supposed to be like the parade version.
But the parade costume looks better than the costume on the TV show.
Well, because in real life, he's the actual star of he's the real Turbo Man.
Right.
You know, he's the star
It's
of the
funny
movie.
how that works.
Yeah.
But that
I
can
like
also be
the
like a
meta.
Power Ranger situation,
Yeah.
though.
And I like how meta it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of like meta commentary, meta humor, all that in here.
Did you like I actually, this is costume but not like a superhero costume. I like
Booster?
no, what's his
Nobody likes
Myron.
Booster.
Myron. I like his
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 postman?
entire getup.
His gloves always
his-
freaked me out.
His gloves with the flap that he's never wearing, so they just flap
Yep,
around.
yep,
You
yep.
know, the mitten part.
I was like, why aren't
um,
you wearing like? Is it cold? They probably filmed this in the summer, so it probably wasn't cold. But
Yeah, he's got the little flaps that go up on the hat. You know,
and they're always up.
yeah. He made the safari joke. That was funny.
That was funny.
Like when they yell at the radio guy for laughing, like I'm laughing too, you know.
Because the radio goes like,
But again, it's because Sinbad is really like selling it.
no,
Like, he's good.
I think he's having the best time making this movie.
He's good. Yeah. Again, he should have been probably the star of the movie.
Just his
But
delivery every time he says, "Shut
Yeah.
up."
At the very least, he should have had like equal bill. You know, it should have been a team up.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I know he has Shazam, but I mean Kazam. I mean Shazam.
Kazam was the real movie with Shaq. I saw that movie.
Shazam was the real movie with Sinbad.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Have you seen Kazam?
I think I
I
have.
saw it in theaters, and I don't remember, but I remember it was pretty bad.
And then, all right, I guess that's it for analysis because there's not much else to talk about when it comes to.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. I don't have anything else about it.
I mean, do you want to do keep or cancel?
Yeah, sure. Who are we doing? We already did Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, you want to do Jake
We
Lloyd?
did Arnold Schwarzenegger like 4 years ago.
We did. Around Christmas time.
Yep. It
Yeah.
was this time like 4 years ago. It was 2020. So, wow. Go back and
That's crazy.
listen to the Batman and Robin episode.
Well, we shit on Arnold, but I think we kept him because like we liked him.
I think we kept him. He seemed, you know, kind of
He's
like
a politician, so he's slimy, but
Yep. Well, he seemed more or less. What's the word when you're kind of true to your word?
genuine,
Genuine. Yeah, sure.
down to earth.
Maybe.
We could talk about Jake Lloyd or Sinbad or both. Jake Lloyd doesn't have much of a career, but I feel like he is a hot topic.
Oh, let's do both then.
All right. So first up for keep or cancel, we've got Jake Lloyd, born in 1989, so he is 35 years old.
Sorry, hold on one second.
You're good. Got to look up some Jake Lloyd stuff anyway.
1989. Yeah, so we're the same age. Because
Yeah.
I'm 88.
Okay.
That's why. I mean, I was the perfect age for
Anakin.
episode 1. Yeah.
All right. Jake Lloyd began his acting career in 1996. He played Jimmy Sweet in 4 episodes of ER.
Oh, cool.
I feel like everybody was in ER.
Pretty much.
Then he was cast as Jake Warren in Unhook the Stars. I don't know what that is.
Probably a TV show or something.
He got his big break playing Jamie Langston in Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
And
also, we
yeah.
didn't really mention it. He's really good in this. For like an
yeah, it
for
makes
like
me think the issues with Phantom Menace was on George.
for like an 8 or 9 year old, like he's actually doing pretty good. You know, he doesn't have all that many lines, but like he as far as child actors go,
He's fine. He's
pretty
totally
good.
fine.
He's good. Yeah. When he takes a swig of the whiskey, like that's good.
Here's to you, Dad.
That's acting right there.
He was also in Apollo 11. He played Mark Armstrong. Was he like the son of?
Probably. He's probably just a kid in the background.
Yeah. He gained worldwide fame.
Have you seen Apollo 11?
I saw it in like middle school.
It's been so long since
I just remember the
watched it.
scene where he throws up
I just remember thinking,
and it floats.
wait, they don't land on the moon?
Yeah, that was the mission that didn't land.
Oh, yeah.
True story.
No. It's Apollo 13. What are you saying, Apollo 11?
Oh, 11. Oh,
Apollo 11 is the one that landed.
Apollo 11 did land. Oh,
That's Armstrong's.
yeah, you're right.
Apollo 13 is the movie with Tom Hanks.
So I guess he was Neil Armstrong's son.
in Apollo 13, the movie.
Well, no, this says in Apollo 11. Let's look up Apollo 11.
So that's a different movie.
It's a television docudrama.
Oh
film.
my god!
Oh, it's not even. Wow. Yeah, Apollo 13 is the one that did.
We were talking about Apollo 13.
Yeah, I was totally
Yeah.
thinking about Apollo 13.
Me too. That's
Yeah.
the Tom Hanks movie.
Apollo 11 is the one that landed on the moon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, this is a 90-minute docudrama.
I
so
was
that's
like, oh,
that's a whole lot of nothing. Then.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, a big budget movie. I didn't realize he was in another big movie.
He wasn't. Never mind.
It's a good thing I know my history.
Jake Lloyd gained worldwide fame when he was chosen by George Lucas to play the young Anakin Skywalker in the 1999 film Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace.
I remember there was like they apparently read like 1,500 kids.
There was in the behind the scenes for Phantom Menace. There was a whole segment about choosing their Anakin, and they landed on Jake Lloyd.
At the end of the day, I feel like it wasn't that big a deal.
It wasn't, but people acted like it was.
But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is a huge role, but like it's a one and done. Like he wasn't kept for the next one anyway because of a 10-year time skip.
Yeah.
So my point is, it wasn't like the Harry Potter kids, because that one
Right, they weren't trying to lock someone in for an entire franchise.
Yeah. And they maybe didn't even realize at the time that like that was going to be the franchise of franchises. You know, it's 8 fucking movies, 1 cast.
Which doesn't happen often. What's up?
Yeah, no. What are you trying to? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can set whatever down. In the future, you can always go in the other way.
Oh, true. I can sneak in from the back.
Yeah, we have 2 doors now.
How much longer do y'all have?
Oh, like 15 minutes.
Okay, I'm just
If even.
trying to wrap up.
Yeah. Jake Lloyd did receive a Young Artist Award for Best Performance in a Feature Film for The Phantom Menace
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
And in 2000, he starred in the dramas Die With Me and Madison, and then he retired from acting. So he retired a year after The Phantom Menace.
Yeah. I mean, good.
Right.
You know, for a child actor to realize they don't have to do this.
He was also apparently relentlessly bullied.
Oh, that's right.
Following The
Yeah.
Phantom Menace, so that led to his decision to retire, and it caused some issues for him too.
Kids by kids or by adults?
Probably both.
Because like I feel like
Star Wars fans suck.
But like what kid
We suck.
What kid did not enjoy Phantom Menace? You know what I'm saying? Like, at least from my experience and the kids that I was around.
Maybe kids in school with them were like, haha, you're in a movie, nerd.
Yeah, what? Like if he was my friend, I'd be like, holy shit, dude, you're fucking Anakin
I think something
Skywalker.
similar happened to the little girl that played Morgan Stark in Endgame. She was bullied too.
Yeah, by who though?
I don't know, but Robert Downey Jr. had to like make a statement saying like, hey, that's not cool, guys.
Yeah, by adults is what I'm saying. What was their problem with Morgan Stark?
I don't know. I think people just hate child actors.
She didn't like break canon or like act bad.
Maybe,
She was cute as
wasn't
hell.
woke or anything. I don't think.
She was cute as hell. She just said, "I love you 3000."
I know. She was one of the highlights of the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. People are weird. So Jake Lloyd did do some work after 2000 though. He wasn't really acting, but after he retired, he kept making appearances at like conventions and stuff for a little bit. In 2012, he announced that he'd be directing a documentary highlighting Tibetan refugees in India.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And then in 2012, he was commissioned to create a promotional video for the singer Mallory Lowe. I don't know who that is. Mallory Lowe, not Mallory. But I don't know who that is.
I don't know. We just looked at each other like, oh, do you know?
It was some music video that the kid that played Boba Fett starred in. So that's some fun Star Wars connection there. Daniel Logan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get him, Dad.
Jake Lloyd left Hollywood for Chicago and dropped out after a semester at Columbia College, Chicago, where he was studying film and psychology.
What does it get interesting? Pretty soon, right?
When we talk about his mental health?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so apparently Jake Lloyd's mental health began worsening in high school. He began suffering from delusions that he lived in multiple different realities.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and he was initially diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but he refused to take the medications prescribed to treat the condition. So by college, he began suffering from visual and auditory hallucinations, causing him to miss classes and earn poor grades. That's probably why he dropped out.
Yeah.
He complained of people with black eyes following him and had imaginary conversations with Jon Stewart while watching The Daily Show. Oh, no.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia in 2008.
I was about to say, that's schizophrenic. Yeah.
Unaware of his own condition due to anosognosia. Wow. I don't know what that is, but I guess that caused him to not realize he had schizophrenia. And then, oh man, this is getting sad now.
Oh no, I don't know why I thought he was just some like drunk. I didn't know all this happened to him. I just thought he was like
just
he got a DUI and
well,
that was it.
I thought he did. Oh yeah, he was all right. He does have legal issues coming up.
Okay.
But his sister Madison, who was an extra in The Phantom Menace, died in her sleep from natural causes on July 16th, 2018, adding to his personal struggles. So he's troubled.
Okay.
Legal issues now. In March 2015, police responded to an alleged assault by Lloyd on Riley. I don't know who Riley is. Is that his mom? Yeah, that's his mom. Lisa Riley. So I guess he assaulted her? In a statement to the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department, Riley alleged Lloyd arrived at her house and began verbally berating her before physically assaulting her. She declined to press charges, though, stating that Lloyd had been this was around the time he was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and he wasn't on his meds. He was arrested on June 17, 2015, for reckless driving without a license, and resisting arrest. That's probably what you saw.
That's all I was aware of, yeah.
He failed to stop for a red light while driving on a trip from Florida to Canada. That's a long fucking drive. Which initiated a high-speed police chase across multiple counties. Jesus! At a hearing on June 22nd, his bail was set at $10,700. He refused to speak with his mom for a while. He was transferred to a psychiatric hospital for 10 months. So he was in jail for a while, and then he moved to a mental health facility.
Oh, well, I mean I don't know. That's good? Question mark. Like when I hear mental health facility, I think of the movies
Yeah.
where they all suck and they're
Oh, yeah. No, it's just
treating the patients and you know what I mean?
I hope they do good things for them.
I hope that's just a misconception.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking like
Or
T2.
stereotype.
You know,
yeah.
when she's stuck in the psych ward and the orderlies are just awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. In May 2023, Jake Lloyd's mom said he had suffered a complete psychotic break and was arrested again after turning off his mom's car in the middle of a busy freeway. When police attempted to talk with him, he communicated an incomprehensible word salad. Lloyd was immediately hospitalized and sent to an inpatient care at a mental hospital for 18 months. However, in a March 2024 interview, that's this year, Jake Lloyd's mother stated that his mental health was improving during his hospitalization.
Okay.
I think that's what we had that news article on earlier this year,
Yeah.
where like he's starting to do better now, which is good.
Because he had something to say about Star Wars. He had like some like opinion on
He said something like positive though. Yeah.
about like the sequels or
Mhm.
Mandalorian or something.
Yeah, it was something like positive though.
Yeah.
So he's
okay.
doing better now, but he's
Jeez.
been through it.
Yeah, he is.
But he didn't. He attacked his mom that one time. But besides that, it just seems like he's just has a really bad luck.
Yeah, has had a bad go of it, hasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
I wouldn't cancel him because I think honestly he deserves better.
Yeah, I'm thinking keep.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem. It seems like he's had a bad time. He needs a little bit of help. And
Yeah.
he's probably seeking it and doing better
According to his mom, he is doing
Yeah.
better, which is a good thing. I'm glad.
Yeah. I don't know why I had it in my head. He's just like
He's kind
just
of
an
a dick.
He's just an alcoholic and a dick. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's got a lot of problems.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was that
more
bad.
to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I knew a bit of it, but
Well, what a downer. What else you got?
next up is Sinbad.
What's Sinbad's name? He's not like Sinbad from the Seven Seas.
No, he is David Adkins,
Okay.
but his stage name is Sinbad.
David Atkins, like from the Atkins diet? Isn't that guy's name David also?
No, his is Adkins, so like Adkins.
Isn't it David Atkins though? The Atkins guy's
I
his
have
name
no idea.
David? Well, you continue.
Look up the Atkins diet.
I'm
I'll
so
look up
certain
Sinbad
his name
stuff.
is David.
And Sinbad is a stand-up comedian and actor. He was peak in the 90s. Like that's when he had like HBO specials and all that.
Yeah.
Let's look at his filmography. The first film he was in was called Club Med. It was a TV movie where he played himself.
Oh, okay.
He was in something called That's Adequate, where he played a stand-up comic. Let me know if you've heard of any of these movies.
So
Necessary Roughness.
Robert Atkins.
Robert Atkins. Okay.
Dr. Robert Atkins invented the Atkins diet.
He was in Necessary Roughness.
Nope.
He was in Time Out, The Truth About HIV, AIDS, and You. He played a condom.
Kind of want to watch that now. Is that like a PSA?
It seems like it. It just says video short.
That's a PSA.
Yeah. He was in Coneheads.
Oh, I've seen Coneheads.
He played Otto. That was an SNL movie, yeah?
Yeah.
The Meteor Man.
Yeah. Coneheads. I used to be on Comedy Central all the time, so
Mhm.
I've seen it all the way through, but I would just watch it while doing other stuff. Have you ever painted, like you paint a wall or something while you have like a movie or a TV show in the background, and you do something very menial,
Yeah.
and suddenly that one spot in the wall is like permanently associated with that thing you were doing?
I've done like similar stuff like that, yeah.
So you remember my old apartment, the one that you were in a week ago?
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago
like
or
3
whatever?
weeks
Yeah, we
ago.
just moved. I was watching Coneheads like a decade ago when I was painting that apartment.
Whoa.
And the spot over by where the TV was.
Mhm.
That wall, that small wall, like
You just associate.
if I
Coneheads?
look at it, I'll remember Coneheads because it was playing while I was staring at that part.
That's great.
Yeah. And then afterwards, Happy Days came on. I switched
Monday,
channel.
Happy Days.
Yeah, and from like the kitchen on, it was Happy Days. Insane. I know.
I love Happy Days. I used to watch it all the time on Nick at Night.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, The Meteor Man, which is a superhero comedy movie. Sinbad is in that.
Mm. When you say superhero comedy movie, is it based on anything? Is it on our list?
We should add it to our list because it's a superhero. I don't know if it's based on an actual comic though, or if it's like another like just SNL type thing. You know, it's one of the earliest superhero films to feature an African American in a starring role, though. Wow.
Someone make. I was gonna say someone make note of that. I guess I have to make note of that.
All right, he was in Aliens for Breakfast.
Hang on. Hey Siri, remind me to look up Meteor Man.
Did she say okay?
Yeah, she got it.
Okay.
All right, continue.
Aliens for Breakfast, House Guest, Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco. He voiced Riley.
Is that? Who's
It's
that?
one of the dogs, I assume.
But he didn't voice him in the original.
Maybe Riley wasn't in the original.
Oh. What? Okay.
First Kid.
Yeah, I love First Kid. So First Kid, hold on. Homeward Bound, real quick. And I don't know if people have known this. Homeward Bound is like a remake of the Greatest Journey or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they made like 3 of these Greatest Journey movies. I may be wrong. I may be making all this up.
Mm.
They made some Greatest Journey movies, and then as like a reboot, they made Homeward Bound. So you can watch the same fucking thing but older, like from the 60s, and then Homeward Bound started up when we were kids.
Is it like the exact same plot?
Yeah. It's 3.
Okay.
It's 2 dogs and a cat.
Trying to get home.
Yeah, and they can talk.
Okay.
And they get into shenanigans. They fall down a fucking waterfall, that kind of thing. Yeah.
And in First Kid, you said you love First Kid.
I fucking love that movie. I watch that movie all of the time.
He plays Secret Service agent Sam
Yeah.
Sims.
So
What a
he-
name, Sam Sims.
He plays a Secret Service agent who he fucks up, and so they take him off presidential duty, and as like
So it's like Rush Hour.
yes. So instead of doing what he wants to do, they're like he's basically on probation, and they're like
You're a babysitter.
you're
now.
a babysitter now for the first kid.
Holy
And he
shit, that's
hates
Rush
it.
Hour.
Yeah. And he fucking hates it. And so he doesn't take the job seriously. Meanwhile, the kid has been babysat his entire life, so he has no respect for him and the Secret Service. And is constantly, he just puts him through the ringer. Like, he dodges him. He tries to, like, go to the mall to hang out.
I know I've seen
Yeah.
First Kid. I just can't remember anything about it besides Sinbad. And I'm picturing him. Is he like on the poster and he's like got his arms crossed or something?
I think they might be doing, like, the back-to-back.
Okay.
Arms
Or am I
crossed
thinking of like
situation,
Blank
yeah.
Check or something?
All those movies all kind of, like, bleed
Together.
together. Yeah. Blank Check, First Kid, Richie Rich. They're Richie Rich
Yep.
like knockoffs.
It's
is what they
it's
are.
all the same
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. Good Burger. He played Mr. Wheat, the principal.
Oh, okay.
Remember he trashes his car
Not really.
at the beginning of the
I haven't
movie.
seen Good Burger in
Oh,
a very long
man.
time. Did you see the new one?
I have not. I wanted to
Yeah.
rewatch the first one before I watched it.
But you didn't do that either.
I didn't do that
Okay.
either. Apparently he's in Good Burger too also. As a voiceover cameo. Anyway.
I remember the basic plot and I remember the Mondo burgers. Because
Well, the reason why Keenan has to get a job is because he crashes into the principal's car and he has to pay it off.
I remember because I anytime we made a big burger at home, like it was just too big, I'd be like
Mondo burger.
Yeah.
All right. He was in Ready to Run, Blue Shirts, Crazy as Hell, Hansel and Gretel, Treading Water, Layla. There's a lot of like stuff I've never heard of.
Yeah. What year is this?
Hansel and Gretel and Treading Water were 2002.
Oh, okay.
Layla was 2006. 2007, Stompin'. 2008, Cuttin' the Mustard. I don't know
What the
that is.
hell?
2013, he was in Planes.
Oh, is that the
Cars knockoff?
spin-off of no? Oh wait,
The
no, it's a spin-off.
the Disney animated spin-off of Cars
yeah,
that
but it's not a
nobody
knockoff.
liked.
It's a legitimate spin-off.
I know, but it was
Yeah.
made by like Disney Animation, not Pixar.
Yeah, but it's still
so
in the
everybody
family.
shat on it. I don't know if it was any good because I didn't watch it.
So he hasn't really retired. He's been.
I feel
in
like he's just
stuff.
like doing like small things every
small
every
things.
other year.
Right, yeah,
Yeah, and then Good Burger 2 is Mr. Weed again.
he's probably making like a regular salary then.
Probably. And like on television, he was on the Cosby Show. Saturday, he was on SNL.
He was on the Cosby Show.
He was on the Cosby Show. Yeah,
There's so many. There were a lot.
I think it was
of
just
guests.
one episode. Yeah. He hosted SNL once. He had a show called The Sinbad Show. He was in Sesame Street, The Puzzle Place. Have you ever seen The Puzzle Place?
No, what's that?
It was kind of like similar like Sesame Street, and like it was like a PBS Kids like puppet show. But they were at this place called The Puzzle Place, and every character was like from a different like country. So we had like the diversity there and stuff.
Oh, cool.
I used to watch shit out of The Puzzle Place.
Okay. Wow.
He was in All That. I know you know All That.
Oh yeah, I watched all that a lot.
He had his own episode. He was probably like a musical guest with Coolio.
Yeah, Coolio was always on there.
Actually, the episode is called Sinbad / Coolio. There we go.
Yeah. They did like a team up, right? Like a collab.
Mm-hmm. He was on Moesha. Do you remember Moesha?
Vaguely.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He played himself in an episode.
He does?
Yeah.
What year? What season?
The episode is Dennis Reynolds, An Erotic Life. That could be any episode, honestly.
Yeah, honestly. I thought that was the one where he shows off the no, that's the dentist system.
That's the Dennis system, yeah.
I thought that was that one.
He was in Are We There Yet? But the TV show? Okay. Comedy Bang Bang. He's in Atlanta.
Okay.
A lot of his stuff is just like he guest stars, though. It's not
so
like
sporadic stuff throughout the years.
his main work is mostly like stand-up comedy.
Yeah, Arcula says he worked on Comedy Bang Bang.
You worked on Comedy Bang Bang? Did you meet Sinbad?
Did you meet Sinbad? Yeah.
Were you on the episode Colin Hanks wears a denim button-down and black sneakers? Son of a bitch, no. All right. And he was in 2 episodes of The Lion Guard, which is that Lion King prequel show.
The what?
The Lion Guard.
Oh, that was in the 90s or 2000s or
It was like 2014.
what the hell?
2017, my bad.
Is that related to the CGI movie?
No, it's related to the animated movies.
Really?
Yeah.
So it came out that far
That's weird.
after?
Yeah, that's
I don't
weird.
remember this at all.
And he also starred in the hit cult classic. It's not a hit if it's a cult classic, is it? In the cult classic movie
Yeah.
Shazam.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, that's his filmography. Let's see if he's got anything going on in his personal life. Oh, I see tax issues.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. Is this a bit?
In April 2009, Sinbad was listed as one of the 10 worst tax debtors in the state of California,
Jesus Christ.
owing the state $2.5 million in personal income tax.
Holy fuck.
Oh no! On December 11, 2009, Sinbad filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. On February 5th, 2010, it was reported that Sinbad put his 2.5-acre hilltop home up for sale in order to alleviate his tax burdens. It seems like he's just not great with money.
Yeah.
Doesn't make him a bad guy.
I mean, that's a lot of crimes.
Yeah.
$2 million in tax evasion. He said Paul F. Tompkins was there.
Oh,
it was
cool.
The first season of
What's his name taking over for music? What's his name? Not Coolio.
I'm not aware of Comedy Bang Bang.
I know of it. I don't know like many details though. Okay, so the other thing I see on Sinbad is in 2010 he suffered from 2020 he suffered from a stroke.
Oh no.
Yeah, but he recovered
Okay.
because he's still doing stuff. In March 2024, recent, Sinbad announced on social media that he was still recovering from a stroke. But that he was attempting to come back to his career in the future. Probably doing some like stand up.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I don't see anything like super problematic except some minor tax evasion.
Right.
And you know what? Depending on who you ask, some people think taxation is theft. So, I mean, I'm
mean,
keeping Sinbad. I just like him.
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna sit here and judge him on tax evasion. Like, I don't know. He's
Kid Cudi is the guy that took over the music.
okay. Yeah, no. His movies back in the day were fantastic. His stand up is good. Somewhere in there we were talking about earlier, he did a stand up special fairly recently.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember seeing promotion for it, being like, "Oh, Sinbad's back."
Nice.
So I didn't watch it, but
Yeah.
I
like him,
I may
though.
want to now. Like,
I like him. I enjoy
Yeah.
his work. I think he's funny as hell.
I think he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Super
keep.
keep.
I loved First Kid so much. That was a big movie in my childhood.
I love Shazam, man.
So
So good.
yeah, so good. When I go to sleep and I watch Shazam over and over again in my head.
Great movie.
Those false memories.
Arculus wants to know if we pay taxes on the pod.
We don't make money, so
We don't make enough money to pay
No.
taxes.
we make a little bit of money. We make like
$100 a year.
something like that. like $100 every like few months. So it's really not. It's really not anything. I've never declared.
I could make more money panhandling on the streets.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's not even enough for a Netflix sub. You're
Ooh,
right.
Yeah. Well. Womp womp.
We can barely afford to watch the movies we're reviewing.
That's right.
But I think that's it.
Yeah, dude. Listen, we don't have to do a whole thing because this isn't a proper movie of Phantom Zone or anything like that. We already kind of gave.
I wouldn't put it in the Phantom Zone anyway. I love this movie.
Last thing is Christmas presents.
What?
I have a Christmas present for you. It's somewhere.
Oh.
Let me go find it. Hold on.
What the hell? Yours is at my house.
But this is for the podcast.
Oh. Okay. Oh, great. He can't even find it.
Hold on. I have
What the hell? Oh, no.
For those of you who don't know,
My eyes are
I
closed.
I just moved here, and this place is still like very much unpacked.
It's a mess.
It's very messy.
But I'm looking at the city right now.
Ooh,
And
this
it's kind of a mess. Look at all those cars. Damn.
That's a regular stoplight. It's two cars deep. Calm down.
There's so many people there at 10 p.m.
It's not that bad.
1, 2, 3, 4,
It would look
5,
the
6,
same
7,
over
8,
in your part of
9,
town.
10. My part of town would be way more crowded, actually.
Yeah, it's nice over here. Anyway, I got you this piece of coal,
Oh, oh, wait. Yeah, you did talk about this.
and here's a certificate of authenticity.
Guys,
This-
I am now the proud owner of an actual piece of coal that was recovered during the 1994 Titanic Research and Recovery Expedition. Whoa.
Yeah, that was on the Titanic. You're welcome.
And I didn't have to get in a submarine to get it.
You did not have to be James Cameron to get it.
Or the rich people.
I
that
just
went
thought it
last
was
year.
so funny to give you a piece of coal on Christmas.
That is pretty funny, actually. I got a lump of coal. Fuck.
A big old lump of coal. It's about the size of a coffee bean.
It's a very small piece of... Yeah, I wouldn't call it a lump.
Yeah.
I can't burn... I guess I could
Yeah.
burn it, but it wouldn't do much.
So like
That's cool, though. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome.
Whoa.
I was we're packing up the house, and I got a stack of shit I'm getting rid of. Things that just like I don't have space for anymore. I don't want to collect more things. We're trying to be more minimalistic.
Nice.
And I was like, I was giving away everything, and
I said I wanted to keep this.
yeah, Berta already wanted this, and I was like, oh, you know what? Instead of just giving it to him, I'm gonna frame this as a fucking Christmas gift
Whoa.
because it's literal coal.
That is
It could
hilarious.
also be fake for all I know. But here's the thing. Actually, I don't think it's fake.
Didn't it come from the museum?
It came from the
actual
museum. Yeah, yeah. In
Yeah.
Orlando, we have a Titanic museum, and it has a bunch of
I
artifacts.
feel like
and
it's a
stuff.
weird place to have a Titanic museum. But,
Yeah. Well, it's a tourist attraction.
so it could be a tourist trap bullshit museum.
I feel like there
But
has
this
to be.
is a certificate
No.
of authenticity. I'm gonna ask James Cameron.
There has to. Yeah. He'll clear it up for you.
Yeah.
There has to be a level of authenticity there, right? Like legitimacy. They got a giant museum, and it's been there for like 30 years.
I'll tweet James Cameron and be like, "Hey, is this real?"
When I was a kid, I remember in 5th grade, and that was the year 2000, so it was 24 years ago. One class got to go to the Titanic Museum, and I didn't get to go, and I was pissed. and I didn't go. And the thing is,
Have
I
you
could
just
have.
watched the movie or
I
something?
could have. Yeah, I could have gone as an adult, but I didn't until like 5 years ago. We
I
went.
just never went.
It was 20 years later. I was like, oh, let's go to the Titanic Museum. It cost $20. You know, like it's actually not bad. It's a good time. If you like the Titanic, if you're like a history guy, you like that kind of thing, you like the story of the Titanic, it's a fun afternoon. But
Well, thank you for my call.
yeah, you're welcome for your call. So gifts were given. It's Christmas time.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hope everyone had a good time. Merry Christmas. What do we say now, Berto?
I don't remember our outro.
I'll find it for you.
You don't even have it ready.
Shut your face.
Should we just have our outro pre-recorded like everybody else does?
No, it's boring.
No, Arculus, this was not a Where's Mephisto episode. This was a Christmas special.
I just picked a random episode.
Okay.
This is the Wolverine.
Oh, okay. So kind of recent.
Yeah. But anyway, guys,
All
are
right.
you? Wait, are you?
I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, it's the Berto takeover.
Ugh.
So Berto's gonna thank everybody now, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for listening and subscribing. Thanks to that piano dude for our musical intro. Make sure to leave a rating and review.
Did I tell you that the piano dude was here? He helped me move some of my stuff.
Oh, he was like, here?
He was in Orlando. Yeah.
Oh, shit. He's not on
From-
Broadway right now?
Well, he is on Broadway. He took some time off to visit his family.
Oh,
who live-
okay.
They live here in here, and so he actually came up and he saw the apartment and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He loved it. He loves it.
I
He li-
figured he would.
He liked it more than New York. He lives in New York City. He kind of doesn't like it that much. It's too crowded, too dirty.
New York City's a lot.
But you know what? Because this is downtown Orlando, it's very quaint. It's like a very quaint downtown. It's not too big. It's just right.
Oh, traffic cleared up. Oh.
There you go. So anyway, go on.
Make sure to leave a rating and review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts. I believe we're available on pretty much all
Every
of the
platform
platforms
that exists. Yeah.
Yeah. Please tell a friend about us, and if you did, thank you for telling that friend about us. I've told my friends about us. Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell all my friends all the time.
Has Arculus told his friends
Yeah.
about us?
Arculus-
Actually, his brother is a huge fan.
You know, I take that back. I don't tell that many friends. I try to
What
have
the fuck?
I know. I try to have a separation. You know what I mean?
I did find out recently that my mom actually listens to this podcast.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
my mom knows that we do this and has absolutely no idea how to access it. And I've told her a bunch of times. I was like, Mom, like if you're interested in like listening to like, you know how like you used to listen to the radio.
It's like that.
It's like that. You should do it.
and she's like, no.
Yeah. She's like, it's opening up that application that's already installed on your phone is too much work for someone her age.
I feel like the older people that listen to us like to go to YouTube, and we haven't uploaded on YouTube.
Yeah,
in
actually, we're not on
months.
YouTube, everybody.
Yeah, we're not on YouTube. We're kind of are.
Mm-hmm.
We might come back. We'll see.
Cosmic Firefox is here. I've told multiple of my friends, but a lot of my friends don't listen to podcasts.
Oh man.
Yeah, I wear
Arculus
my
wears
shirt
his
to
film
the
from
gym.
Phantom Zone shirt to the gym.
Ooh, Berto's wearing his jacket now that he customized.
Yeah.
Did you know that you can customize your merch? I didn't know that.
I don't know if that's like. I think it's just a website feature that website has.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying our merch.
Oh,
can
our
be
merch. Yeah, you can
customized.
add like your own
Yeah,
stuff to it if you'd like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Berto added the contract of Salmaganza,
To the front of my shirt.
and he signed it. It has his name on
Yeah,
it.
and blood.
That's his full name.
Anyway, you can also support the show on Patreon, and if you do access to Patreon, you gain access to a number of features, such as outtakes, a bonus podcast.
Yeah.
Why did you look confused?
Because I forgot that I haven't uploaded the news from yesterday.
Oh, and news that we have not uploaded yet, but we will.
Yeah. No feet pics, Arculus.
Yes. No feet pics. Oh, no. Arnaldo, what do we do on our bonus podcast?
Oh shit, that's what I do to you. Oh man, when you put on the spot. Bonus podcast. Where's Mephisto? We look for Mephisto in currently streaming TV shows such as Agatha. That's what we just did.
Agatha.
Agatha all along.
That is the last thing we covered.
That's the last thing we covered.
Are we going to be doing
Skeleton
Crew?
Yeah,
And What If Season 3?
it's a lot of stuff. We could have done.
We could probably do What If as one episode.
We might have to do that. Yeah.
Skeleton Crew actually probably do one episode too.
Yeah, we might just do one episodes for these.
Yeah.
Depending on how.
It's been a lot to keep up with it
You
weekly.
know, it depends on the momentum. If we get back on the horse and we
Creature
do this
Commandos is
every
going
week,
on right now too.
That's the other thing. Like, how can we do all these shows? Like, we didn't do Penguin.
I haven't watched Penguin yet.
Oh, me neither. Yeah.
I am watching Creature Commandos though. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Well,
I'm enjoying Skeleton Crew a lot.
Skeleton Crew is good.
And
I'm
What
liking
If? I mean, it's What If, so it's like some are good, some are eh.
Don't I like it more than you do?
I think you like What If more than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Some people really like Penguin. I'm aware.
Only good comic book thing lasts for you. That's insane.
That's a bit of a stretch.
That's insane.
Yeah. So anyway, that's on our Patreon. As low as $3, you can just contribute to our little hobby that we do here.
Yeah.
And
maybe it could become a career.
Huh?
Maybe it'll become a career if we get enough people. I don't think it'll ever get that big.
That at all.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sell myself out. See, the thing is, yeah.
We're not gonna take that route.
Go on.
We live stream on Twitch. It used to be every week. Not so much anymore. We live stream on Twitch every time we record. I'll say it like that. And
Yeah, we're streaming on Twitch.
yeah, you can find us on twitch.tv/filmsfrompz. You can hang out with us, such as Arculus, Cosmic Firefox, Philly to the J, and I think that's it today.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabdrab.
Oh, Sabdrab was here. He
yeah,
just got here.
All the regulars are here. Also, RL Skill was here.
Oh, he was here. Yes, yesterday,
Yeah.
but still during this recording. Yes.
Yeah.
And so was Blake. And
Summer.
Summer, but Blake was speaking.
Yeah.
Through,
Yeah. Speaking through her. Yeah.
But yeah, you can get a fun shout out if you watch
Oh,
us.
TJ was here too.
Yes, TJS.
Yeah. Okay. Now that's everybody now.
Yeah. Sorry, this is a multi-day recording session.
No, it's not. This is all
No, it's
happened.
not. This is all happened in one take,
and
baby.
it's Christmas morning.
Oh, God. All right, and then our socials that you can find us on our. Oh, I'm reading it right now. You can find us and argue with us on Twitter at filmsfrompz, or on TikTok at filmsfrompz.
Instagram Films from the Phantom Zone.
Our Instagram
Threads,
wasn't in the script.
If something, I know there's a Threads. I think we're on Threads. I haven't looked at it in years.
Does anyone use Threads?
No, it's falling away. Maybe we'll get on Blue Sky.
Does anyone use Blue Sky?
I'm using Blue Sky.
But is it active?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's
Cosmic Firefox.
It's not Twitter. Let's put it that way.
Gifted a sub. Is that what that says in Spanish?
Cosmic Firefox gifted a sub, yeah, and I guess Sabrap got it. Right?
Nice. Yeah, he did because he's got the little logo now.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, sorry, these notifications are in Spanish.
Yeah, my computer's in Spanish. People that don't like Elon go to Twitter.
No.
the
People
other way
that
around.
like Elon
Go to Blue Sky.
Yeah. You got that reversed.
Yeah.
Thank you for the gifted sub, and Sabdrab, welcome to the sub group.
Anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll be back.
Ho,
Twitch, hold
ho, ho.
And thank you for listening. Thank you for all the things, and we'll see you guys next time with a regular episode of Films from the Phantom Zone.
Hell yeah.
Now, we're back, baby.
Bye.
Okay, bye. All right, now what were we
We
saying?
slayed it.
You guys slayed it. Oh, that was really good.
I get it.
That was really funny.
What time is it? Shit, we're...
It's 10:30.
Oh, shit, we only got an hour and a half. It's 10:38.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, guys. And if you celebrate any other holidays, happy those holidays.
Happy Festivus. Today is Festivus.
Today is Festivus.
It's the day before Christmas. It's the day before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it's the day where you air your grievances with
Yeah.
everyone. I got a bone to pick.
Who are these fucking ants that we get up here? You know how you
How do
move-
they climb up 14 stories?
That's a good question. You know how you get to a new fucking you move and you see you realize
They
there's
might have been in your boxes.
there's a new species of ant that you
Oh.
didn't know. It's a different kind of ant.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got fatter heads.
Nice.
They look
Do
weird.
they have pinchers?
I don't, huh?
Do they have little pinchers?
I don't know. They look weird. I've seen a couple of them.